here's kind of our main topic now for the rest of the show. This is a question I posed last week, and I teased it on our show last week. So we're past WrestleMania, like the big milestone of the year. So now it's an opportunity for WWE to reset, right? This is their season premiere this week, essentially. And we're going to include Dynamite too because it's on the level of WWE now. So what with the exercise we're doing right now, so we're going to pick each brand, NXT, Dynamite, Smackdown, and Raw. We are going to pick each of us one person that we want to see at the top of the card on their show by the year's end. So let's start with the shows that everyone cares about, and that's NXT and Dynamite. So we'll do them first. So James, been thinking about it. Give me your NXT pick. One person NXT you want top of the card end of the year.
Yeah, end of the year, top of the card.
By the end of the year, that's where they are. They're the top of the card. They're either in the main event. They don't necessarily have to have the title or even competing for the title, because we've seen that sometimes non-title feuds get up there, but most likely competing for a title.
Well, I mean, the guy I really want to see it, and I've really...
guy or girl, to be fair.
Guy or girl. I know, guy or girl. I know what you mean.
The one person top of the card you want to see.
The one person I really want to see, is I want to see them finally give the hook to Bronson Reed. I like what I see with Bronson Reed. I like his athleticism. The man for his size, he can do a lot of things a man of his size can do. I like the way he works. I like the way he moves. I like his size. I think he could be that guy at the top of the guy that maybe challenges Cross at the end of the year. He's challenging that undefeated streak of Cross, this big monster that's just everything Cross hits him with, you can't put him down.
Yeah.
And I think he could be the guy to do that. He's got everything to be that guy that can knock Cross off a peg and finally able to get that first pin. Because now we've done Cross. Cross is the undefeated champion now. So you need someone just as big and mean, and I think he fit that role.
All right. The thing about Bronson Reed is I wish they let him keep his nickname that he came up with, because he wanted to be Thick Boy, right? and then like the WWE marketing team's like, no, you're the Colossus or Colossal.
That's fine.
It's fine, but man, he has a lot. But even the crowd chants "Thick Boy."
The tsunami.
Exactly.
But whatever. Alex, did you want to say anything on that, or if not?
Actually, I am a bit. I am a bit. I mean, I am a bit of a Bronson Reed fan, so I dig the idea. I'm actually gonna. So I want to preface this a little bit because I was gonna joke and ask if managers counted for this, because my first thought was actually Malcolm Bivens. I'm a big Stokely Hathaway fan. I've always enjoyed seeing the fact that, I'm just happy that he's on,
So you want NXT. Malcolm Bivens managing top talent?
I do, but if managed,
whatever you want counts.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna package them in with some of them, because I've actually really enjoyed the dynamic that they started showing between him and Tyler Rust. So I do actually want to see the two of them at the top, at the very least. Even if
Tyler Rust,
huh?
I said, who's Tyler Rust?
Oh my gosh! Wait, am I getting his name right?
He does. You're right, Tyler Rust. You're right.
Yeah, Tyler Rust. Okay.
Remember, Chris doesn't watch NXT as much as we did. So
okay.
I watch NXT.
Right. Okay. Well,
I know who he actually is, but the point is he's
presented. Because it was literally either him or Jake Atlas, but I'm gonna go with Tyler Rust, and I do have a personal reason why. Because I saw Tyler Rust at my very first freaking wrestling show back in 2010. So to see him on NXT, right now he's presented as a student of sorts of Timothy Thatcher, which is cool. But they've also shown him with Malcolm Bivens, and I think somewhere in between the two, I think if you stick him with Malcolm Bivens, especially as a mouthpiece, because for some talent, as great as it is to hear some of these guys talk on the mic, you give them a good mouthpiece to let them focus on what they can do in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily the main thing is I don't, and it's weird because I'm not sure if I see Tyler as NXT champion by the end of the year. I would love to see him as cruiserweight champion by the end of the year. Okay. So yeah, so that's my pick. Tyler Rust with like Malcolm Bivens' help, and then you can let Malcolm brag about that when Tyler's finally won the cruiserweight title.
I gotta admit, that's a little out there because neither character's been presented as anything so far on NXT
Well, yeah,
TV.
I mean, I just wanted to take a little outside.
Like, I know we've seen a little bit of them, but not like consistent.
Hey, a lot can happen in a year. That's all I'm trying to say.
A lot can happen in 9 months. You're right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What about you, Chris?
What about me? Well, I'm actually surprised that no one else picked this person. I thought it was going to be kind of unanimous, but I thought we were all going to go to the moon.
Well, I mean, I see him going in the next couple months.
I like that.
Maybe that's why I didn't pick him.
I like the.
Oh my God, I love Cameron Grimes. I want him at the top of the year.
Absolutely.
Karrion Kross can move on. Like, I want Cameron Grimes as the chicken shit heel champion of NXT. Like, oh.
Gosh,
throwing around money, like trying to pay people off during matches, like that.
I like that. I love that. Poor man's.
He pulled a wad of cash out of his trunks and gave it to
That is absolutely great.
Best thing. I just love this guy's character. I love his passion for wrestling too. I watched his interview with after the bell with Corey Graves.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely phenomenal interview. But he's a character I really love right now, and he's like not, like some of the other characters who we could have considered, like Bronson Reed. Definitely Dexter Lumis, even some of these kind of the next tier.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Cameron Grimes has the right combination of character, in-ring skill. Like, he's pretty good in the ring.
Oh, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that he's got such a unique character, this now southern hillbilly rich person.
Yeah, he's a hill. Yeah, he's basically a.
He's Jed Clampett. Oh my God.
Because that actually fits. That actually fits Vince, what Vince likes. Because Vince likes the hillbilly. He likes that hillbilly character. Because heck, he don't.
But I really enjoy Cameron Grimes. Himself.
Yeah,
I want him. I want him to go to the moon.
Yeah.
Top of the NXT.
Oh
card.
gosh, I can just picture it now.
No, I can see him make. You know what? Here's the thing. I would love to see him make a run. I could love to see him make a run. He's pulling that character out. He's getting those victories. He's sneaking the money, getting the wins, and he makes a run. Either in North American Championship or.
How about a thing where he gives people money and then does the cape?
Hey, listen,
money?
That would be cool.
Hey,
I like that he pays them the cash.
Hey, on a slight side note,
he gives them a wad of cash. They're distracted by the cash, and
he takes the money from.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. One slight, a couple quick notes on that. One, I still can't get over that one spot from the Eliminator where he basically paid off Swerve's to.
Yeah,
that was great. Another thing, you know what I wish they. I know sometimes it can be annoying if it feels like NXT tries too hard to do like what the main roster is already doing. I would like to see the NXT equivalent of Money in the Bank, purely so that Cameron Grimes could be the one to win that and actually cash it in. Because there's something about his character that feels like it would work so well with. Like, okay, just think about. Okay, I just want you to picture literally anybody has gone and earned themselves an opportunity at the NXT title, and they just beat Karrion Kross, and then you hear Cameron Grimes' music hit, and he comes down with whatever the equivalent of the Money in the Bank briefcase is, and he cashes it, and that's how he wins the NXT Championship. There's something about that.
What if he just rides the ref and does the same thing?
I know that
Referee's decision's final.
Well, that's true. I can almost see him just bribing the ref to do something similar.
He's a guy
in tandem with actual Money in the Bank. Like, this is NXT's Money in the Bank. He just hands the ref a wad of cash.
He doesn't even need a briefcase. He just hands him a wad of cash. It's great. I like that.
Money in the Bank.
Hey, because we know that whoever's writing NXT is watching this show. Write that down.
Yeah, it's free idea. All right,
that would work. So for NXT. That's a good pick, Cameron Grimes. I think you made a good choice with that one. I like Alex's Michael Bivens.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I go with the Colossus.
Absolutely.
I think that's the safe pick.
I think Bronson Reed's a safe pick. I think in terms of actually it's not just a safe. I think it seems to be trending that way right now with Bronson because he already had that triple threat match with Shotzi and Amber gets the way.
Mm-hmm.
And my honorable mention is Dexter Lumis because I wonder what they're going with this Hartwell Dexter Lumis, star-crossed lover.
I love that storyline. I was like really booing Candace every time she got in the way. Anyway, let's move on to the
let's
other three.
what about Dynamite?
So
let's go to Dynamite.
Let's do Dynamite. So Dynamite has a massive roster right now and 3 shows, but we're only gonna pick one person because they don't separate their brands like WWE does at this point. Maybe they will at one point, but it's not right now. So one person on the Dynamite roster that you want to see at the top of the card at the end of the year. James, you're up again.
You know what? There is talent there. There is talent in Dynamite, and
you're picking winners. It's just a large roster.
You know? It's a large roster. As we had that discussion a while back how big the roster is, and I hate it. It should be, and I wish it was. Hopefully, they're going to get back to it. Hopefully, Heyman Page, put him back on track. Put him back on track to be that guy, which I thought they were going.
He is the number one contender right now.
What's up?
He's the number one contender right now, so he
could
be on
said that, but he kind of floated right back into it. But what if what has he done other than we did the partnership and everything, then it dissolved, and then suddenly he's floating.
Well, I mean, he's the number one contender because he's won all of his matches. So
yeah, but
that's what I mean by that.
Yeah, he's number one contender, but
I'm saying this is to support your pick.
Well, yeah, you're right. He's number one contender. What we need to do is they need to build him back up to be. Oh yeah, he's number one contender in the rankings, but seriously, are you thinking Heyman Page is the guy that's going to dethrone Kenny Omega? Seriously,
no, you're right. He needs some premier wins, maybe over like a Lance Archer or
Lance Archer. He needs to start running off the street against some of the top guys like Lance Archer, Brian Cage.
Brian Cage would be good.
Yeah,
he needs to win those matches.
Set the stage that maybe, and like I said, if they're going to do like they're doing with Omega, it's like the mega heel. He's the he's the final boss. You need to have that challenger now come up and be the guy that says, "I'm going to end your run." And Page, I believe, is the perfect one to do it.
Okay.
Well, will they do it though? That's the thing. So
I think it's probably like
Heyman Page
they'll do it.
Finally be the guy that kicks out the One Wing Angel, the first guy to kick out the One Wing Angel.
Would be nice.
Beats Kenny Omega, wins the title.
Would be nice.
I agree. Like he's got the Dark Order right now, which is like the biggest babyface faction now because of Brody Lee. Behind him, Dark Order versus the Elite.
There you go. He has he's got the good guys behind him. He's got his group.
Right, he's got the good guys.
The Elite.
I think you're. I think that he needs some premier wins because his biggest win is over Matt Hardy, which because
none
kind of the flaw in AEW system now that they have a bigger roster is that the top guys don't win against other top guys; they win against the lower level guys. But he's also beaten Dax Harwood, which I mean Dax
Caster.
He's a tag guy. Max Caster, he's got some wins. But he doesn't quite have the top wins yet.
He doesn't have the momentum.
I think you're right. Over the likes of Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley. I think Jon Moxley would be the feather in his cap,
Yeah. So if he has that building toward that, he's going to be that guy.
But I think this is the story we're definitely going to get at some point. It's just a matter of when.
And the way you start building it, because you can't just start it up, boom, and then throw it right there and go. Like suddenly he can't just suddenly appear in front of Omega and let's do this. Wait, how did that happen? Get built up.
I mean, they're still keeping him out of the picture because Jon Moxley's kind of still challenging Omega. Plus, Omega's actually defending the title against Rich Swann very soon. So,
well, Omega will have 2 belts now.
Yeah, Alex, did you want to comment on Page? Offer your
again, I like the idea. I'm going to go with another slightly out there. This one's a little less out of left field, but it's also very much a personal choice for me for a slightly different reason. We've seen Eddie Kingston come close to the top already because he got a title match. Like he's had 2 title matches already since he debuted like a while back. Mm-hmm. Like he got his first match before he even officially signed with the company. Because it was such a big deal about it. He faced Cody for the TNT Championship, and then he had the world title match, the I Quit match.
He had 2 matches with Jon Moxley.
Yeah, he had 2 matches.
With Jon Moxley.
That's right. He had 2 matches with Jon Moxley.
Didn't he have one against Kenny Omega too?
I don't know about Kenny Omega, but the thing is,
no, it was Moxley. He had 2 against Moxley.
I know he had 2 against Moxley.
He had Cody. He challenged for the TNT title.
Yeah, so he's been there, so it's not.
Title, he never did against Omega.
So I guess for me, this is not so much that he needs to come from like all the way at the bottom, but it's just like I think even with this, with what he's been doing with this sort of family of sorts that he's working with, because he's aligned with the likes of the Butcher and the Blade. I think with that comes like one more shot, and this time actually going with it. Like even if at the end of the year, I would love to see him at least be TNT champion. At least. Like I think he has all the talent in the world. He cuts some of the best promos out there right now, and he's been doing this kind of work for like well over a decade, possibly longer. My mind's a little fuzzy about how long his career's actually been running now, but I think he's at the like they gotta to me they gotta at least put the TNT belt on him by the end of the year. Like if not the world title, then definitely the TNT, because he's so dang good at what he does that it's like it's almost unfair as far as I'm concerned to not see him be.
He is so good on the mic
with a championship.
Yeah. He is 39, so he's not quite at the 40 barrier yet. But
yeah,
Jericho's 46,
exactly,
so
yeah.
Or Jericho's 50 now. But,
yeah.
The clock is definitely ticking in terms of like a lot of people on the AEW roster. But yeah, Eddie Kingston's kind of flirted with the top. It seems like they might do a tag run with him and Jon Moxley in the future, which might be fun.
Which is not that would be nice to move Moxley away from the main event a little bit and keep him in the limelight.
I would imagine Mox going to go on paternity leave soon too.
Yeah, so
Renee's pregnant.
It'll be a way to keep him off the main top, and maybe pull someone else into that slot for a little bit, and then he can always come back later.
Yeah. No, I mean Eddie Kingston's a fine choice. All right, I guess I'll pick my person. So, to me, there was only one obvious choice, and that is the woman I am absolutely in love with on this roster, and that is Layla Hirsch. Because she just looks legitimately so much better than the rest of the women in the roster in terms of like her moves, her mannerisms. Because she was a pro wrestler before,
she was an amateur wrestler. She's an Olympic wrestler.
But like the way her swagger, I really want them to push her as like the top of the women's division. She's got a lot of swagger. Her movements in the ring look just so much better than everyone else's. Like her submissions look better than everyone else's. Yeah. Her suplexes look better. Even her strikes. And she just got this attitude because she's shorter than everyone else too.
So she's got the Napoleon complex.
Kind of reminds me of like Kurt Angle a little bit.
I would push her like Kurt Angle. God, I would be my feel version of Kurt Angle, just a female wrestling machine.
Yeah, like she can do the Olympic slam.
She's gonna stretch.
She's got a great German. She could do that.
Yeah.
It's just I mean this is the woman I want to see at the top of the card. I think AEW's women's division is definitely turning a corner right now. In terms of like characters, like Jade Cargill is amazing. Oh God, she is absolutely amazing, and I also want to see her at the top of the card. But like this is for my pet pick here, and it's Layla Hirsch because I just love everything about her, and I want to. I look for her matches on Dark and Elevation because I just want to see her wrestle. Like there is no other person on the roster I do this for. And maybe it's fanboyism, but I think like I'm objectively like she's the best wrestler in the women's division. Objectively.
And I agree. And I would, if I was seeing that, I would turn her into, like you said, the Kurt Angle female version of Kurt Angle, where she's just stretching. She's out there, she's suplexing, she's stretching, she's putting them out. And if you're trying to build a homegrown female star, use her. And then
I don't think she's been anywhere else.
Right now, the women's division does have that slight Japanese bias, and now that is what a lot of their fans like. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I love Joshin wrestlers. I do too.
Yeah, I love Shida. Like,
but here's the thing with that: if you're trying to push this division as top tier, you need to get some homegrown stars. She is one of them. You have Serena Deebs, which I know is injured, but who is probably the best female they have on there. When she gets back, you can build her to be
here's
that.
Here's the best thing about Layla Hirsch.
She's got the look, she's got the legit, she's pretty. She ticks all the boxes, essentially. what
she's
you want.
24. She has.
And she's only 24. She's only 24. So you can build the division around her.
I mean, a lot of the women are pretty young in AEW. Like,
yeah, but
I don't think Sheeta's that old either.
Because she, you mean Sheeta? Sheeta's like, yeah,
I think she's like in her
30s. She's like early 30s.
Yeah, I don't think
she's not that old.
I think she's like late 20s.
Yeah, she's not that old.
She's early 30s. You're right.
Yeah, she's in her 30s. She's not that old. So, but if you're trying to build get that division to the next level, you need to have that homegrown star or a couple of homegrown stars. She would be perfect to take that, and then you can still have the Japanese girls come in. You can still do that, but I agree with you. Leah Hirsch would be perfect to start building her now. So hopefully by the end of the year, I would have her at the top. Maybe if you want to run her as a baby face, you go that way. Or you run her as a heel. Hey, she's stretched. She hates everybody because they can't wrestle. All these Japanese girls, they don't know how to wrestle. I know how to wrestle. I'm going to break an ankle. Every one of them, I'm breaking ankles. I'm breaking arms, breaking wrists, snapping necks. Like that. And that's why she's running her way through this division that way. It's like, none of you girls can wrestle. I'm an Olympic wrestler. I'm the best in the world. I'm going to snap your ankle. If you don't agree, I'm going to snap your ankle. And then I'm still going to walk away. So, yeah. Like that's.
I mean, luckily they have a lot of like good young talent. Like Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is
Put
only
some respect
29.
on that name.
I did. That's why I did it. Jade Cargill is also in her 20s.
Jade, she's got potential.
I think Red Velvet's in her 20s as well.
But hey, you know what? Give her about a couple of months. Keep doing it. She'll get better.
Red Velvet. Yeah, Red Velvet is under 30, and she's really good too. So
yeah, you got Red Velvet there. Yeah, you got her. She's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like Penelope Ford.
Penelope Ford. If she gets three more, Tanya Conti's gotten better, really good now. She's much better than she was in NXT. She's much better there. And that's the benefit, you got to go someplace else to improve,
Yeah. No, so, she's only 25, so she's got a lot ahead of her as well.
They have, like I said, they have a chance, but again, you're going to need to focus.
Either way, Layla Hirsch. That's my pick.
All right.
All right. What we'll do is we'll do Raw and SmackDown next week, just because we're hitting our hour mark at this point.
Okay.
And that gives us a little bit of time to see what they're doing with the season premiere of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, I want to see who comes back on SmackDown because we need to find out. I just remember it's SmackDown after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring someone up to there, so we want to see who shows up. Always gonna be a surprise or something. We'll find that out.
All right.